Now we live. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Hey everybody. Can y'all see us? Can y'all hear us? Is everything good? Let us know. Let us know in the comments if you can see us and if you can hear us loud and clear. Now give it a second because it's gonna have a little lag so we can actually know that you heard us and you responded. Hear and see. All right. You said you can hear. Can you see? all right. 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 Good, 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 good. How y'all doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all come on in the room. Let us know. At least get the chat started. Let us know where you're coming in from, that you are safe from the weather, how you are, how that you are well. We're gonna dig into it tonight. We are going to dig into it tonight. But let us know that you're well, where you tuning in from, what the weather's like, how your family is, how you doing, how you praising
How
God
your
that
mama
you're well,
them?
how your mom and them, how your cousin them, how your uncle them. All right. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Figure y'all might be snowed in anyhow. So maybe y'all want to talk a little bit. Maybe I want to chat a little bit. Good. No snow yet. Oh, you've been inside due to the snow. Okay. Birmingham, Birmingham, Alabama in the house. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. We way down south. I'm way, way down south. She a little up northerner than my south. So, but we are not expecting snow. Ooh, Chicago. I know Richard Smallwood's homegoing service was today. You are the source of my strength. I said, I know y'all was going to church down today. Aberdeen,
I feel that
Mississippi.
heading down to the beach.
Come on. Said my daddy trying to be Ted Cruz. Good. Hoping we're praying for just safety. Praying for
Amen.
safety. Praying for safety. Praying for safety for all. All right, y'all. So we have a number of topics that we're going to talk about tonight. I also want to give y'all an opportunity to say, put your Q and A's a little bit in the chat. We're not going to. I won't say, well, don't put your Q and A's yet. Put your Q and A on a notebook to the side for now, because we don't want to miss them when we're ready to go back to them. And if we start y'all having a queue, y'all start putting your questions in here, we're gonna be obliged to start answering because that's how spirit work. The minute y'all start asking, the
Okay.
spirit's gonna have to start start answering. The minute y'all start asking, spirit gonna be trying to answer. So we don't want to do that. We want to we want to get started, and so put in your minds, put in your minds, put in your minds, put in your minds. But I will have y'all do this. What is your number one topic? This gonna be just to give us an idea. Your number one topic that you wish people, spiritualists, workers, people like us would talk about. What's your number one topic that you're like, why don't we talk about that?
That's
Why
a
don't
good
we
one.
why don't we talk about that? Why don't we telling us that? Come on, put them in the chat. We interested. We interested. Good. Here to listen and learn. Come on, y'all. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Those
Say it out.
minds don't get fed.
Come on. Closed mouths don't get fed. Come on. What is your number one topic that you do not hear people talking about, teaching about, or expounding on? I'll put that one too, expounding on, like they say a little bit, but then they fly on by it. That's all you got. And you like, now y'all know y'all should have been talking about more stuff. All right. Here we go. Ancestor veneration. Ancestor veneration is one. Spiritual hygiene.
I think people talk about that one a lot though.
How to connect with ancestors when your close family has demonized, disconnected from engagement. All right. If people on the side had mental health, how was it handled in the ancestor realm?
That's
That's a
a
good
good
one.
one.
All right, that was Joanna. Okay. Understanding who is your spirit guide. All right. keeping your frequency when forced with a copious amount of ignorance. Oh, okay. Building confidence in your spirituality. Mhm. Commonalities and differences between hoodoo and witchcraft. That's a
They
good
argue
one
about
too.
that on TikTok all
That's
the
a
all the
that's a
time.
that's a good one too. Bible work, how to decode scriptures in the Bible. Girl, I talk to that all the time. You should be in my Patreon. Because I'm
Now
telling
let's
you, it's
talk
about
about it.
it is hundreds of posts on that now. Candle work and reading the flame. Hey Liv, that's Liv. Hey Liv. Oh, the flames of smoke. Okay, you interested in the flames of smoke? Okay,
I
okay,
think
okay.
people touch on candle work often, but I think more people don't talk about reading the flames or smoke because it's an acquired taste. It's like you have to be gifted in that to do that, and certain things people can't teach because sometimes people who know how to do it very well, they don't know how they know. It was gifted to them and then it's decoded by their spirits. It's not something that they can teach someone else to do. It's
Yeah.
like you'll be looking at the flame and they'll be looking at the flame and they seeing all this stuff and you seeing nothing but fire.
I agree with that. I also believe that as Raven was saying, another reason why people don't talk about it a lot, the smoke, the flame, also the reading of the wax after is because a lot of that is, like she said, what the spirits are doing for you as your sign. That's how they're moving. If your spirits don't move that way, it don't matter. And if it's specific to your spirits, it's specific to your spirits. Because I'm surely not finna tell you the specifics of what my spirit show me. Like if y'all like Raven tell you, both of us, we both read smoke, wax, flame, all that. Almost all spiritualists are taking pictures of their work, going back and seeing what they see in the work. They're never going to tell you because those are their signs. The most you gonna hear me say is, "I got a clean burn." I ain't finna tell you what.
And we have done the work together and decoding what it's saying. And she reading out what she getting, I'm reading out what I'm getting, and both things right. And we just seeing different parts because we have
Mm-hmm.
different spirits and we're different people.
Yep.
Unraveling the
Yep.
brain from taking the Bible logically. God, that's my other stuff right there. That deconstructing. Mm.
This is good though. Unraveling the brain from taking the Bible logically, chronologically, literally. Yeah, it's an unraveling. Yeah, it's gonna be very vague.
Why do people have to make appeasements in order to cross over? So give me more on that. When you say appeasements to cross over, what you mean? What type of appeasement? Or do you mean appeasements as in another tradition? Or do you mean appeasing said spirit to have them go ahead and cross over and not continue to be, if they're being destructive, if they're not wanting to go ahead and take their journey? Like, what you mean? Why do people have to make appeasements in order to cross? Because all people don't have to make appeasements to cross over. All spirits don't have to cross over. Some ready to go, some willing to go, some need guidance. So they do have somebody who can assist and cross them over. Some of them just ain't going. It don't matter how much you appease them, because they can take all the things that you giving them and still be like, and I ain't going. And you can't do nothing about that. You can't make a spirit do nothing. Can you please on how to dispose of work? So that, now everybody is different and everybody teach that different. For me, and this is how I prefer to teach it and discuss it, when your spirits are assisting you in a working. So you have been told to do said working, you have divine, they've given you instructions from the beginning, middle to the end. They will also assist you in disposing of said work. Now, some work, like, okay, if you just did a regular candle working and it's like, they like, okay, burn good, it's good, dispose of it. You can just throw it right in the trash. It depends on the work. So a lot of times if it's just candle workings, throw them in the trash. If it's like some left-handed candle working or something, you don't want to throw it in your trash. But it ain't like, typically when it's just a regular candle working, mean like a glass candle working, it ain't like you can just take the glass and got to take across town, round to bring the house and bury it in the yard. Some stuff do be simple. The spirit is being held earthbound because of the appeasement needs to be made for them to cross over.
Joanna,
Gotta
Joanna,
get with us. You gotta get with
Joanna,
us later.
we gonna table that because that's a very specific personal thing, and so we're gonna table that because we're talking soon anyway. All right, so we're gonna table that. All right, love. But we're gonna table that one because it's specific. It's specific. That's specific circumstance.
That's not a normal situation.
Yes, it's specific and it's not norm and it's not the norm at all. At all.
She said, "Where is the beginners class?"
Okay, so I actually do have
Brenda
a
House.
beginner's.
Oh, you know what, Brenda? You done took something to Brenda House before? Nah, has been.
I do have a 101 course on my Patreon, but also I think an excellent 101 course that is coming up that I would like for everybody to know about that I hope y'all seen is this one right here. This happened on January 28th. We are having a class. If y'all ain't signed up, y'all better go on over to truespirituality.com because people is racking it up and we're doing a what type of descendant are you? As you are beginning your spiritual journey, as you are continuing your spiritual journey, as you are expounding your spiritual journey, as you are needing to know and understand what's going on, you need to understand about you. This is not about beating you down and all that. What this is understanding who you are so you can understand who they are and what they're doing for you, with you, through you, and who you need to be to get all that. So it starts with you. And
And
go ahead.
a lot of these questions y'all asking, you can't do none of that without them spirits. You can't do none of that without your ancestors.
Okay. Okay.
So how you coming?
Yeah, because that's the first thing they go ask. How you coming? What you
You got to
coming with?
come with something.
You gotta come with something because what you come with? And then from
What you
there,
bringing
and a
to the
lot,
table?
ooh, y'all already getting into the topic. Because most of the stuff that people think about these ancestors don't be the thing. Who they think is walking with them is not who walking with them. What they think that they want is not what they want, and what you
Lives
think.
being full shambles. Cause your grandmama just passed last year and you started hollering, "Grandma, I need help with this, grandma that. Oh, I thank my grandma for this." Your grandma just got there last year. I guarantee you the stuff that's happening, your grandma not doing that. Your grandma is still figuring out how to maneuver and assist in learning things over there because spirits do learn over there. It's so much stuff that's going on in the spirit realm that a lot of people, if you're not a spiritualist, you don't know. Like spirits, they be in classes, they be learning things, they be being guided and taught by the elder spirits. Your grandma that just passed, she not an ancestor. She your grandma. She ain't old enough to be no ancestor. She just got there. She don't know all the things to do. She knew. She needing the spirits to guide her the same way you need them.
Yep. And that is, and we flown right in the topic because the thing about it is that
That's true.
is what
She said, "How do you know which ancestor to work with?" I heard not
that
all are good. That is true.
yes, that's true. And that's what I was just going to get into is the fact that they're not all good, they're not all ready, they're not all competent. They can mean well and not be well. And the ones that you want and are comfortable to you are usually not the ones that have what you need.
They never are. If we being honest, the ones who you knew in this lifetime, they, let me say this in the correct way for, because you know people run with stuff. The new ones that you knew in this lifetime, they can assist with information and proximity because they were just here, so they understand certain struggles. They may know you in a certain way, but they as well needs the guidance and assistance of the elevated spirits that are assigned to you. Your grandmama that was just living while you was living is not the ordained assigned spirit that's assigned to you by God to assist you. She here.
Yep.
She was here. You got to understand, your grandmama just passed, your cousin just passed, your mama or your daddy just passed. It's spirits that God has assigned to you that has been with you since you was born. They are the ones that know through and through. That's why it is important to have a relationship with your spirits. It's important to have a spiritual court or a surrounding of some standing of spirits that you can work with, that you trust, that are developed, that are assigned, not you just open and just any spirits that's related to you just running in and out.
And this question right here, how do you know which ancestors to work with? I heard not all are good. You know when you have taken the journey between your connection with self, your connection with God, Most High, whatever you call spirit, source, the all, the creator, right? And then these additional spirits. That's
Come
how
on.
you know. That's how you know. And that is a very specific and intentional journey, and which is why we are so passionate of teaching with this, because it is easy and it isn't. It is easy and it is the thing humans do to do what is of ease and comfort and
Familiar
knowledge
and
to us and
comfortable.
familiar. It's like, of course, I'm gonna call my grandmama, but your grandma has unhealed places, and someone. This is the next one that y'all asked. How long does it take the spirits to adjust? It depends on the spirit. Some don't
Yes,
ever
ma'am.
adjust. Some decide they ain't never gonna adjust. They always want to be over here living and doing what they doing, and they do
And
not care.
that's the thing right there. A lot of people don't talk about this because it's a deep subject. It's not surface level. So when you're talking about it, it takes so much time for a person to understand. Some spirits, like she said, they don't develop. Some spirits are not earthbound, but they want to be earthly. They
Come
want
on.
to engage in earthly things. So they are not trying to elevate. They are not trying to evolve. So even when you're trying to do ancestor veneration, like TikTok, people be telling y'all, oh, just put their picture up there and venerate them and light a candle. Some of them don't want that. Some of them still want to engage in earthly things, meaning you will call upon them and they want to still drink like they used to when they was living. So now you have became an alcoholic because you calling on your Uncle Tim to help you, and your Uncle Tim has not evolved. He still wants to drink and engage in earthly things. And now your life is in shambles.
And you done prayed for him. You done interceded for him. It's the same in the human. Thank you, Lord. It's the same in the human as in the spirit. I could pray for Brenda all day, every day, that she give up that liquor. And Brenda, because of my prayers of the righteous, which availeth much, may slow down on her liquor for a week or two. But if Brenda want to drink that liquor, if Brenda want to run the streets, I promise you, she gonna be right back at it. Raven, tell him I have done an elevation, so 7 day.
Oh,
So someone who will not be named, the
come
nigga that
on.
would not be named. And I mean 7 day elevation. I'm saying I'm a worker. I mean, I'm in it. It's different every day. We going with a spiritual work. We elevating. I mean, I'm going forth. I mean, all kind of stuff is happening. I'm seeing it in the spirit. I'm having dreams. I'm
We got
out
the
there.
elder
We
spirits
got the
up
elder
there
spirits up there
assisting them and
helping them
helping them.
and God and everything and all that.
And they kids praying for them and everything.
They whole family praying for him, and they just, oh yes. And I said, oh, I see him in the white, yes. And baby, he was down here doing
Girl, the next day he was down here on some shit.
day 8, he was like, never mind. I don't even want to be up here. I don't even want to be elevated. I want to do my shit.
Like
That's
this,
humanity.
this illusion that people, because spirits are humans without bodies, baby.
Come on,
Spirits ain't
humans
nothing
without
but
bodies.
people without bodies. When they transition, all this illusion that they go to some heavenly realm and the earthly things are no more, that is not true. They have to let go of things. They have to evolve. They have to work on things. If your cousin or your grandma was a nasty, mean, horrible lady, 9 times out of 10, your grandma is up there, nasty, mean, conniving, and she done picked a human who she has started to be around them and started to oppress upon them. Now your cousin TT acting just like your grandmama. And that's why the family ain't came together since grandma died. Because grandma is still doing her shit.
Come on. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
And the whole family is strengthening grandma. Listen, grandmama hasn't changed her ways up there, but because she has passed and the whole family is mourning her, everybody got her pictures up. Cause Big Mama used to this, Big Mama used to that. Y'all have now strengthened her. So all she is mean over there. She's mean and conniving in the spirit, but she's strong as hell.
She's
So she just
strong.
running through the family. And
Okay.
now y'all got to go see a spiritualist to get her because baby, y'all done strengthened her so much that she done became an attachment on the whole bloodline. That's what you call a generational curse. Some of the generational curses don't be nothing but spirits running all up and through the bloodline, tearing shit up.
Come on. Come on. And this,
And
what
we
people don't
know
want to talk
because we
about.
be doing this for real. We be in the trenches working for real. We be actually seeing clients working for real and have to go pull that shit up off them. Like, this is what's going on in your family, girl. This is why 3 of the cousins got autism. It's spirit shit.
Yes.
Girl,
Yes.
straight foolishness.
Straight
There you
foolishness.
go. You took some pictures off that altar for that. Exactly. You put them pictures up there. Listen, you put them pictures up there and all hell start breaking loose. Take them down. Take that shit down. Send
And
their ass on.
I want to be clear. We all understand that mental health concerns, mental health concerns. We all understand that neurodivergence, all of those things are real. It's just the fact that two things can be true. There can be a physical reason, and there can be a spiritual reason, and there can be there can be both. And so the point is, when we look only like, oh, that's just physical, sometimes that's not true. Sometimes it is true, but sometimes it's not. When we look and say that's just spiritual, sometimes that is true, sometimes it's not. But it's important and imperative that investigation is there, that discernment is there, that knowledge is there, that wisdom is there, to be willing to see the unseen, to get to the root of the issue. That's the whole point of root work. Get to the root of it. And it's
because
a lot of people out here.
perish without knowledge, y'all.
Come on. People perish for lack of knowledge. And it's so many people doing the work, but they're not getting to the root because they just want to take money.
So you got a quick fix. So you okay now. So they done did the work and you okay now. But now your child acting like that. Because they haven't got to the root of what's really doing it. They haven't done the spiritual investigation to see that it is spirits, in fact, who are doing that. And those spirits need to be moved out of the bloodline. So all this doing is jumping from one person to the next. So yes, you have gotten the help. So you're okay. Now it's on your child. And then it's going to get on one of their kids. And like she was saying, there are true mental things. That is true. Some people truly have an imbalance or have something going on and they need medication. They need to see real doctors. It's not you go to a spiritualist and the spiritualists do something and they are fixed. No, some people, yes, and some people not. But sometimes the neurodivergency is coming from something that has happened in the spiritual realm, in the bloodline, and it was never stopped. And that is why family members and children continue to come through that bloodline and they are affected by that. So when they come through the spirits, when they come through the ancestors and come to the physical realm, that is a deficit that they have.
Absolutely. A lot of folks is worried about, okay, and I'm not saying that, oh, don't vaccinate because the vaccines. Sometimes it's the spirits. Sometimes it's spirits.
No, ma'am, no, ma'am. My God, now I don't feel bad about not knowing many of my ancestors, but it is many of them to know. It is many of them to love. Cause listen, your ancestors, y'all, don't get it confused. We saying this because this is true, but on the other hand, the ancestors love you with a mighty love. It ain't nothing. I mean, nothing or nobody on this earth that has loved me like them. Now it is different for me because I see them and I hear them and we talk like I'm talking to y'all in Mazda. But baby, the way they stand for me, they ride for me, the way that they hold me when I'm tired of this earth shit, ain't no love like that. I'm
And
talking
here's the
about
deal.
it's right up there with God.
All of you have ancestors like that. Everybody here was appointed an ancestor to watch you, to guide you, to love you, to help you through life. Everybody. The problem with what we're opening is most folks don't know who that is and they're focused on the wrong ones.
Yes.
And that's it. You ignoring the ones that are really making a way. You be like, thank you, grandma, for getting my bill. Grandma did not do that. The ancestor that did that is the same ancestor to make sure you didn't get hit by that car when you was 4. The ancestor that paid your bill is the same ancestor that picked you up and stopped you when you wanted to take those pills and end your life. That's the ancestor.
Because they've been with you from when you got here, baby.
From birth. They've been with you and they love you and you don't even love them. You don't even know them to love them.
This is the thing that's so significant about what she's saying too. When you are giving that veneration and that honor to the ones who don't deserve it, when you do that, you in turn then reposition your court. You call the ones who do not deserve that position, the ones who have nothing to offer you, nothing to assist you with, because they didn't live well. They're still trying to figure it out. So now they have transition and you have called on them so much that you have now put them in the lead position and moved the one who was assigned to you out of the way. And now your life is really in the mess. That is why it is so important, y'all, to when you start to get these feelings, when you start to hear this calling, when you start to see these impressions and them moving in your life and them saying it is time to do more and learn more, it is truly time to learn more. Acquire the knowledge, the information, the right way. Not you see something, be like, well, I felt like my spirit was calling me, my ancestors was calling me, so I got an altar, I put all these pictures. No, no, you have to do it properly, because ignorance is no excuse, especially when you have many people who can assist you, who can guide you. Because I promise you, if you get, listen, fast and pray, you go to God and say, God, I got this calling. I feeling them pushing me. I need you to send me to the right people. I need you to commit me to the right people, get me in the right rooms, send me the right teachers, the right elders to assist me so that I can go about this the right way. I promise you, God gonna show up. Them spirits gonna make sure you get to the right person, not somebody of your choosing, but the right person of their choosing that you need.
God, I ask you and I commit to close my ears to any ancestor spirit or otherwise that is not the appointed and anointed one to lead me through my destiny. God, I'm calling you to help me to have discernment, to only hear those that are speaking and giving me the truth of my destiny for my good, for righteousness, to move forward in my destiny. This question on the screen, am I right to only invite the benevolent ones? It's a lot of people benevolent and they ain't right, and they ain't right. It doesn't mean they're mean. That's where I was going next. It doesn't mean, so this is on time. It doesn't mean that they're mean. I had at one point in my life a whole cadre of ancestors that loved me down and was no good for me because they were not elevated in their desire, in where I was going. The things that they wanted to do and the ways that they wanted to think and the ways that they wanted to move, they loved me. They were benevolent to me, loved me down, but they would hold me back from destiny. And how did that start? Me calling the ones I knew because they loved me down. Oh, that's our granddaughter. Oh, that's our new. Oh, we do anything for me. But if they didn't like somebody around me who was pulling me to a different kind of elevation out of the things, out of the ways that they were still stuck in, they'd be trying to interfere with that and break that all up. How are you? You can be benevolent to me and not be good for me. You can.
And benevolent, as they say, benevolent, meaning as in the good ones. Good to who?
Come on.
Good to who? Whose definition of good? Good to who? How many spirits are used in the court?
That's a good point. I just think it's interesting. I was going to say, it depends.
Facts.
It
And it
depends.
changes over time. As you elevate and grow, the ones you may start out with at your beginning stage, it transitions and you will get different ones, new ones that come in because you are elevating. And as you're elevating, you are reaching certain levels, and the ones that are on that level to take you to the next level will meet you.
Yep. Yep. And we will talk more about this in future classes. But you also know you have foreground ancestors and background. You have foreground spirits and background spirits too. So it ain't no number. It's a lot of spirits that work and they don't never come up in your face and say nothing, and you don't know who they are. They are equally as valuable. Still working on your behalf, working for the bloodline, making sure, because you may be the one that's going to bring this forward or this, that. And they're like, look, we just for the good of the bloodline. So we're going to make sure this is done. And that's when you can have often we'll be like, thanks y'all. That's everybody. Whoever made sure that such and such, thanks y'all.
I be yelling out, gang, gang.
Okay, gang, gang. Okay. Okay, I better love these spirits. Love these spirits.
Okay.
Gonna make it happen, ain't it? Okay. I love this. This went with what you just said, Raven. My aunt transitioned about 3 years, meets me at a door, but she walks me, never speaks to an older lady that I've never met, and she's the one who drops those gems. Now, see, that's how spirit's supposed to be doing it. That is a beautiful visual. That is a beautiful visual of how it works when they not trying to be out of place. It's like, you know me, and so you feel safe with me, but I ain't the one. So let me walk you to the one. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Good to you and good for you.
Okay, come on.
Baby. Okay. All right. Ooh, y'all done got us up and going on this one here. I think another thing we said we were going to talk about is people are like, how do I connect with the ones? And people talk a lot about elevating spirits, they don't talk about elevating self. If you're not on the frequency of the elevated ones, of the ones that are really here for and with you, you're not gonna be able to hear them. That's why we talk so much about self work.
And to add to that, I would say this. I always say, wherever you go, there you are.
Come on.
Like they be saying, as above, so below. So wherever you are, the spirits that are with you is exactly where you are.
Yep.
So however the spirits are showing up, that's how you are. So when you start to elevate, like people always say, oh, you need to start doing self work or shadow work and dealing with yourself. Just like in the what type of descendant are you? That's about you, baby. It's about how you are, how you show up to spirit in the spirit realm, the right ones showing up at that time. Now, the ones that you need right now today may not be the ones that's going to take you to destiny. They are here to assist you getting over this hump. But make no mistake, it's always adversity. That is everywhere. So you will have spirits that are good for you, and when they're like, we're gonna get you over this mountain, and on the other side of that mountain is gonna the next one to take you over that river. Now you're gonna have some on the other side that's like, well, why we gotta go up a mountain? We fine right here. Who you gonna listen to? That's when the real test start. Because them ones gonna be like, stay here with us, where you comfortable at, where it's familiar at. You got the things that you need. You are right. And God is telling you, I got more for you right over this mountain. And the other one's like, we finna take you over this mountain where God said. But it doesn't show up like that. It don't look as good because think about it. If somebody showed up to us and said, if you just walk over here with us, we're gonna give y'all this stuff that God got for you. Well, God gonna give it to you. Yeah, you're gonna be like, I go. But where you go is you gonna go when it's like you done elevated, but your husband or your partner hasn't, or your wife hasn't. So it's like it's time to still go though. You gotta leave that behind. And then you got other spirits that are like, well, we like them. We can stay here with them. What you gonna do? It's easy to say that you're going to do the right thing. Oftentimes, that's not what people do because you have to show up when you're in this spiritual stuff. It's real, and you got to show up with something, and it's sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. But as you go along the way, you're gonna have to sacrifice your old self, your old ways, and sometimes the ways ain't even bad. It's just time to do new things. God is creating in you a new thing. And it's hard to do. My comfort zone is my issue for sure. That's a lot of people.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's many people.
Okay. I'm going to say, so Cecilia Godfrey, you said, how do I know? I usually call on the ones that have my interest at heart, my best interest at heart. I don't know which answer specifically in my spiritual court. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. You don't need to be calling on no ancestors. This is for everybody. I ain't coming at Cecilia. If you're hearing us and you're like, oh, because how do I know? Don't call on God and trust God that God is sending those to assist you. Don't you call on no ancestors. Don't you call on those spirits. This is real. This is real, y'all. It's real out here in these streets. You get to call on spirits. People, I have one that I'm gonna put on my Patreon. I've been doing these polls for y'all that are in my Patreon. I've been doing these polls. Now I was gonna say, how do you keep a spirit from impressing on you and being on you or being in your body and being? You can't tell spirits what to do, especially when you ain't got no spiritual sight and discernment. So
And especially when you ain't got no foundational spiritual core. Spirits just running through your house, running through you. Do you think you bipolar?
Okay. And spirits, we say this all the time. Spirits love a good fool.
Come on. Spirits love a good fool.
And I'm not calling nobody no fool. It's spirits feel like this is a good fool, like meaning she don't know. Hell no. She just said my best interest, who had my best interest at heart. Your best interest, their best interest, the best interest of what
And your
they
best
think.
interest at heart about what?
About what? In what way? It's so many variables. So again, you have got to start with your foundation of your relationship with the source of all creation, including them doggone spirits, and yourself. I know
Yes.
hoodoo and spirituality has gotten very like, and everybody wants to do it. We're not shutting you down. We saying start right. Because this is stuff don't nobody want to talk about. And we ain't here to say, and you got to come buy it from us. You can. You can hop on over and come to some classes and learn you something. You can come to my Patreon and learn me something, learn you something. You can, but you ain't got to. But if you don't do nothing, be safe. If you don't do nothing, go with God. Use this live in these teachings to be real about where you are. And if you ain't got no business doing the things that you've been kind of thinking you're going to get into doing, and step back and say, wait a minute, I'm going to do this right. Auntie and Ray said, call on God. I'm finna call on God. And I'm okay with calling on God and getting to know me and my own personal power, my own elevation. I'm not talking about personal power, talking about your personal power on a candle. It's a witchcraft. I'm talking about your own personal power in knowing who you are, what you stand for, and knowing that God and the universe backs you as you walk in righteousness in your destiny, in your bloodline, and knowing that the ancestors that you don't call, if you're walking upright, are still coming. Come on, somebody.
And it's so easy to say, thank God, I thank you for those you have assigned to me who have been assisting me in my life and on my journey. God don't make no mistakes. When God do it, it's right. So
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, those who he have assigned you, they are there and they don't even need you to call on them. They don't need nothing from you. Not like that. Not
That's
when you're
right.
not in it. When you're not in the field, they going to show up regardless.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Because we out here in these internet streets is so taught like, okay, well, if you do and then this and that, most folks, and I'm not saying that's not true because don't nobody work for free, but most folks don't need to be trying to get their ancestor to work because your ancestors are trying to help you to be and to elevate. And as you be and as you elevate, they don't need you to pay them for that. They don't need you to pay them for you to open your ear and listen to the wisdom they giving you.
Cause listen, baby, the piggyback off that, I had somebody ask me, I want to learn how to be right with my ancestors. I want to learn how to get a better relationship with them. What should I do? I said, live well. They spirits only said for them to live well. Live well. Be righteous. Because we're all for that. Everyone that is for you is for that. That's all you gotta do to under them. Live well and be righteous. It ain't no, I need to put a water up for them. I need to this. I need to cook them a meal. No, live well and be righteous. Uplift the bloodline. A lot of people be coming. Oh, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do this. But treat your mama damn bad.
Mm,
Treat your family members bad. You nasty.
mm.
The bloodline spirits bless you with money and resources. You're supposed to pull back into the bloodline and uplift them and bring favor. You're nasty. You don't do it.
And here you go over a candle. I'm praying for my breakthrough. And here go them, and here go them other ancestors.
Knocking them prayers down.
Baby, they spitting on your shit, they. Cause they like, I hear nothing but that.
And then them be the same people that'll book us and be like, somebody working me, something wrong. And when we go look,
Ooh.
it's
And
like
be
your
like,
spirit's
your
wearing
spirits
you
is
out. It's your own spirits wearing you out.
that spirits be wearing you out, whooping your ass. Like I know it. I know it. Somebody got something on me and then crossed me up. And you know what? I think it's Julie at my job. I feel like
So
you
you
said
know what
that
I
damn.
did?
Do you know what I know?
I did a petition on Julie.
Now wait. Now Julie Spears whooping your ass along with
Oh,
now Julie Spears and got with your Spears and they both molly
and
whopping
your
your ass.
spirits ain't even want that smoke because it was you ain't divine or nothing. And that's another thing, y'all. If you don't know how to divine, you don't need to be doing nothing. Nothing. Because that's going to save you so much trouble. Your spirits will be telling you yes or no. Should I put God, y'all? Listen, if you ain't with the spirits, go to God. Use the Bible. God, do I need to start an altar? Flip through that Bible and just follow on the page. God said, they know not what they do. Oh, he said no. He said no.
God
said
said,
no.
God said, man thinketh a way that he knoweth do right, but the way leads to destruction. I don't think I should
He
need, I
said
don't think
no.
I need an altar. If you ain't got nothing else, you ain't got nothing else, let God tell you. Call on, say God, and I'm not saying, listen, whatever your understanding of God is, God of the Bible, God of your understanding, the divine source of the all, especially y'all black folk who have ancestors, this is your traditional way. Okay? I'm not saying we're not saying the Bible. The Bible is right. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not from, 1917 and I believe that every single jot and tittle and every single word is right. What I'm saying is it can be used and is used as a venue and a tool to get you a message. And
Amen.
it is an especially favorite tool of most of the ancestors that you're trying to hear from. There is divine wisdom in the Bible, as with many other books. But if your spirits, your ancestors, your guides, those anointed and appointed for you, destined for you, don't want to read the Quran, what the hell you got the Quran open for? Because they finna be looking at that like, well, baby, I can't get you no message through that because I don't know about
And
that.
now they'll support you and love you while you doing that.
They sure
But
will.
it like don't be expecting nothing else.
Don't I can't get in that though. I mean,
Especially when it comes to hoodoo. Hoodoo is an ancestral practice, y'all. So that means you have to practice it as your people did. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna do hoodoo, but I'm creating a new thing.
oh God, don't
Well,
let
what experience finna help you with it? Cause they looking like we not, cause we ain't did that.
don't let
And
him.
just because somebody else's hoodoo is one way and yours is another, it's okay. Because everybody's experience didn't read playing cards. So here you go with the playing cards. I'm gonna do the playing cards. They looking like, well, who finna help you with it? Cause we ain't did that. So we not gonna do that. You either gonna use the Bible or you gonna use the pendulum or we just ain't gonna talk.
Okay.
Now what you gonna do?
Now what? Now damn what? All right. All right. Ooh, let me see what we missed. What we missed because we've been going. We've been going. Spirit told me last year I need to start reading the Bible. This allowed me to unpack and deconstruct my past love and hate relationship with the Bible and God. Very good. Very good. Love that. Love that. I can only hear, quote unquote, in my dreams. Is there a specific reason behind this? It's probably the only
They
time you
just
didn't
probably away.
focus, and that's your way. Sometimes it's just your way. That's your way that's your ways. A lot of people that are dreamers, they ain't never gonna see a spirit open face. They're never gonna hear a voice in their ear. And there's nothing wrong with it. Some people, it's also that's when they stop. That's when they slow down. That's when everything is at rest and you are no longer, doing this. And so it's like, hey, it's an easy way in. It just depends on who you are, but you don't have it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. All right. If y'all have questions, you can start to put them in the chat as well. You can start to put them in the chat because we are going to answer your questions. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. In the meantime, if you have not signed up already, as I said, the What Type of Descendant Are You class is on January 28th. So that's coming up in 4 days. And it is you can sign up at truespirituality.com. Now listen, if you're not in my Patreon, then you're gonna lose some money. Because in my Patreon, it's a $30 discount. In Patreon, it's $55. $33. It to the general public is $88. So you go if you're on Patreon, and no, I ain't giving no refunds because you should have been in my Patreon, so you can't be mad at me. But I'm putting out a tea now. All right, if you're in a Patreon, and you can join free and have that information free. All right. For those that said, where's the Patreon? Here's the Patreon. You can literally go to patreon.com and search for Mazda Miles. Mazdamiles. Mazda like the car. Miles like miles on a car. Mazda like the car. Miles like
Girl,
miles on a car, y'all.
if
All right.
someone called on their ancestors out of ignorance and now having problems, what should they do to get rid of the problems? Well, it just depends on the problems. Like if it's an altar, sometimes you can take the altar down, get rid of the pictures, and pray like, God, remove all those that I called out of ignorance and realign me, correct
Mm-hmm.
me, go to God. Sometimes that'll correct it, but it depends on the problems. It depends on the depth of the problems, because sometimes they may have to go see a spiritualist to handle it.
So if that's your case or someone's case, Raven just gave you the start. Go to God, take down what you did, close it out, cleanse your space. When I say take down, that means you're going to take down the pictures, you're going to take down the altar, you're going to use Florida water or something like that, salt and water. If you don't do Florida water, something to clear the space, and you're going to pray. You can also burn some camphor,
Clean
right?
out the house.
Clean out the house, open your windows, burn camphor, and just call on God to cleanse your space and realign my space. You can do all that, right? Now, as we said earlier, spirits can start to run rampant. So if it's deeper and if that doesn't work, if
Get you
you don't
some
have a
sulfur.
shift,
Nah.
oh, now
If,
that's the
if you
next.
burn that sulfur, if you take all that stuff down and you mop and clean the house and you burn that sulfur and you call on big God and it ain't got no better, you got to go to somebody.
And then you got to go. But you could do all that first. Now listen, open your windows before you burn anything, okay? Don't you trap them spirits in your house. You burn the sulfur, okay, okay.
And take
And
your
then
own self a cleanse. Because sometimes they may get a little clean on you. So clean
okay,
as you cleaning your house, don't forget to clean your own self after you done
okay.
clean the house.
Jump your behind in a good bath. Throw a little ammonia in there, a little tablespoon or two ammonia in the bath. They're gonna get up off you. Throw a cube or two of camphor in the hot bath. They gonna get up off you.
That's my biggest thing with my spiritual journey, because a lot of my folks, the ones that I know, their practices was filtered through the church. I'm unsure what practices are traditional to us. That's explain it. This is a scripture for some of y'all. I know me and Mazda said a few jokingly, like, if you open up that Bible and you ask God, is it time? You open up that Bible and he, they know not what they do. It ain't time. But if you open up that Bible and God take you to Leviticus 19:32, it says, stand up in the presence of the aged, show respect for the elderly, and revere your God. I am the Lord. Then you might be ready.
It
You
says
might need to go and start looking at you a mentor.
stand up, stand up, okay? Stand up
In
in
the
the
presence of
presence
the aged,
of the aged. Stand up. You ready?
and show
May
respect
we
for the elderly.
all, may we all want God to be able to tell us it's time for us to stand up in the presence of the aged while showing our respect for the elderly, to stand up in the presence, right, of our ancestors, that they are ready, that they're telling you, baby, it's time for you to stand up. Right.
So y'all write these down, because God just gave me four. I'm gonna give to y'all. And y'all pray, spend time with God, talk to God, and all that. And don't be cheating. Don't open the Bible to the page and be like, I'm ready. Flip on through there. And then if you just get to it one day and you sit with it, you pray and fast and meditate on it, God gonna let you know. So I got four right here that they just gave to me.
I'm gonna
That
put
was
them
the
in the
first
chat.
one.
What was the first one? Leviticus what?
1932.
Okay.
That's nasty.
All right.
Hebrews 13:7.
Uh-huh.
Exodus 20:12.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 16:31. They
Raven
really
said,
like that Proverbs 16:31.
Raven said she ain't reading them to you because that's your homework. You need to get in that Bible. If you open up that Bible, spirits really said that, but spirits like spirits really said
They
that. Like
said don't get to
they
them,
said,
Ray.
don't read them, because if they open that Bible, and somebody spirit said get a Bible. Somebody spirit said get a Bible, because they say, yeah, the Bible's on your phone, but get a Bible. Hold the Bible in your hand. Flip the pages. Make it yours. Connect with the Bible. Connect with the Bible. Let the truth speak to you. Anything is a tool. Anything is living. All things, if you understand even African cosmology, all things have in our spirit energy. The Bible itself is energy. There is wisdom energy depending on how you connect with the energy. There's all kinds of energy in the Bible. There's fighting energy, there's healing energy, there's killing energy, there's reviving energy, there's birthing energy, there's dying energy. All these things. There's blessings energy, there's cursing energy. Connect with the energy that is for you. That is for you. All right? Now, Marquise, you said, I was waiting on you to, and if you're going to talk about when you said, that's my biggest thing with my spiritual journey. There's a lot, because a lot of my folks, the ones that I know, their practices are filtered through the church. I'm unsure what practices are traditional to us. Do you mean the practices that they may have practiced before they were in the church? Do you mean anciently? I want to know if that's what you mean, like anciently. Usually, most often, your start is with where you are now. And if it was meant for you to know what other things were, you would know. Those that, if they were calling you to another tradition, another thing, if God was calling you to that, you would know. You wouldn't be searching for it. You wouldn't have to be like, I need to research. What are we? You know what? Yup, we're Yoruba. I'm going to go and do blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean that. A lot of people assume because they know the tribe, they know the ancient practice. You know, tribes have multiple ways that they had ancient practices. It may not be that, and it may not be that for you.
Christina Jackson, yo, people holler, girl, get one.
Who is this? Christine, goodbye, was I recommend? I do not.
They got something they recommend. They said just go to the store where they at.
You got you got a Hobby Lobby near you, then
or Books A Million. They have nice ones, really good ones. Mm-hmm. All types.
I love Hobby Lobby. As soon as you walk in, because you know they save like Chick-fil-A. As soon as you walk in, the whole everything is the Bibles, and Books A Million got wonderful Bibles.
Yes, but I was specifically talking about divining and what tools to use. You can just start with the Bible.
Especially if you're trying to get answers. You're talking about it was filtered through the church.
Use the Bible.
That's an excellent way to start. Because I was just having this conversation with someone. They were like, okay, well, what about divine and divination? I'm like, well, okay, well, if you don't know your spirits, you don't know your core, who are you divining with?
Exactly. So you can get all the tools, but listen, spirits love a good fool. You get them tools out, any spirits that's around you, because those tools haven't been consecrated. They haven't been assigned to those spirits. You ain't talking to those spirits. Any spirit hopping on there telling you, yeah, we said that, go do this.
And let me tell you something. Please, y'all don't listen to TikTok telling y'all that you are so powerful and all powerful that don't know spirits be in your house. Spirits don't walk through your house. Spirits don't be with you. First of all, that's a lie. Especially if you start pulling out stuff. Spirits are transient. They're like air and like wind. Okay? Unless you have a court that's locking down your house, or you yourself with your relationship with God and the stuff you doing is locking down your house, you start pulling out stuff, and whatever's in the wind go start answering on that stuff. Yeah, you need to get such and such. You know what? Yeah, you need to do that work.
Then it's like, well, I divine and the spirit said, and we be looking like,
hey, what
we looking, and we like, you, that was a wayward spirit. That was a spirit of the yard. That was a spirit just walking in the street. It was a spirit going by. It was not even a spirit for you. That's like people put plates out. They ain't got nothing going on. They be like, yeah, I fed my spirits. They took it. No, yeah, some spirits did eat it, not yours.
And let me caution somebody else. Don't y'all be this stuff about, okay, and when it's done, I go and I return it to nature and I feed it to the tree. You're feeding a lot of spirits and you're welcoming them to your place. Quit that shit. If you sow green thumb, grungy granola that you can't throw food away, you better go somewhere far and go somewhere different every time. and toss it in nature and keep it moving and cleanse yourself. If that's your stuff. But I went out to my back, outside the back of my yard, and I just leave it at tree, and I'm just okay. Because I promise you, I had a case with someone who literally had an infestation on their land after a while for feeding all them spirits. And they were like, oh my God, things stay on my counter for a minute. They rot quickly and this and that. And I said, you got so many nasty spirits in your house and on your land that you've been feeding. Stop that. Spirits are people without bodies. It's not wasted. They could, if you are in practice and you know what you're doing and they're consuming it, throw it out.
Even if you're going to consecrate it to you. But if you're not going to consecrate it to you, get a new one.
This is the question she's answering, all right? You started to realize that when you were getting readings. Mm-hmm.
Listen, gospel channel, that's my type, right? That shit I be singing. Mazda tell you, I don't like no super shit.
Hey, Celeste. I'm glad you're here, even if you're late, baby.
It's like, that's so dumb.
Listen, exactly. Because what the spirits of the land, child, don't get me started. Don't get me started on spirits of the land, baby. Yes, there are spirits of the land. Yes. Honor the spirits of the land because they were here before us. Do you need to feed them? Not the hell if you don't know what you're doing and why. And most don't know what the hell they're doing and why.
And that's for specific things if you do.
If you do, and we ain't even gonna get into specifics because you're gonna swear. See, some stuff I don't even say because as soon as we say it, you be like, yes, that's my reason. No, it ain't.
Because your spirits ain't got you feeding spirits of the land and you ain't feeding them.
Oh. Some of y'all been feeding spirits of the land because they've been all over your damn plates.
And your folks ain't ate yet.
And your folks,
because listen, the right spirits will roll up and be like, oh hell no, house full of spirits. I ain't coming over there.
I'm not. If your ancestors didn't eat behind people when they was living, why you think they gonna sit up here and eat behind everybody? They're like, oh, she got everything going on here. First of all, ain't even me. Talking about they took it. It's just dry. And I love the dry and moldy. Cause why your food moldy? Y'all think that was a flex? Oh, better not be.
This ain't to talk about people, y'all. This is real. And when you don't know no better, you don't know no better. But when you know better, you do better. And if you don't know better, go know. Go know. Because ignorance ain't no excuse. It's so many ways that you can learn, so many people that can teach you and assist you. So when you don't know, it's your job to go know.
Come on. Come on.
You right. Most spirits of the land do not want the stuff the child like. They do not. Shit, some of your grandma them don't want the stuff you like.
Okay. LaShawna, if it's an old Bible that you have and it's written in from when you were in church, does that mean you wrote in it? If it's yours, it's yours. If you feel confident with it, it's yours, it's yours. If you feel like you need a new one, get a new one. All right. All right. So one other thing, well, y'all keep asking y'all questions. Make sure I didn't miss any. Y'all can go ahead and put your Q&A in the chat, whatever it is you want to go over. I am going to, in the meantime, make sure that I talk about this, which is that we have released a 9-month spiritual development mentorship. So if you in here and you like, okay, I need mentorship. I need some individual attention. It is now available for applications. There are only 10 total spots available, and some are already full, and it's only been open a week. So you can go and apply if you're interested. I'm going to put on the screen there are 2 different tracks. All right. So there's a beginner track and an advanced track. Through the application process, you will, have some questions and state kind of where you are. The process is then we will have an assessment, a spiritual development assessment, where we're going to meet with you and your spirits. This is spirit led. Let me stop there. It is spirit led, spirit
I
driven,
was just about to
meaning
piggyback on that.
come on. Meaning we are liaising with your spirits. It ain't what we want to teach you. It's what your destined, appointed spiritual court and God says you are at this time. So all these questions, how do I know who it is? Well, da, 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 da. All right, in the beginner track, there's going to be cleansing. You can read it on the screen. I ain't going to read it all out. Light candle work, home protection, lead spirit positioning, positioning that lead spirit, right? Ashe development, okay? Building your spiritual authority and your stamina and consistency. Workspace / altar development. If you are supposed to have an altar, what your workspace looks like, what it is. Understanding work, okay? And divination. That's all in the beginner track. In the advanced track, we have protection work, left hand work. I know yeah, because if you advance, you better know how to flex that left hand. Advanced cleansing, not baths. There's much more to advanced cleansing, okay? Court development, developing your actual court, all right? How to use your ashe, your authority, that which is in you from birth and needs to be developed and used so you can go forth. Your workspace / outside work, because when you get to a certain level, you most likely, most of the time, ain't gonna work inside your house, okay?
Nope.
How to send out work, okay? And divination about on and about work. So you ain't doing nothing you shouldn't be doing. All right. All right. So let me take this off so I can see your questions that you may have. And as you know, it said, I think on the first one, true spirituality, truespirituality.com. You can learn more and apply. It's a whole page, a whole thing. We break down how everything works. It's an FAQ. Now listen, if you read that and you don't know what's going on, and if you could do it, and if you could afford it, and if you want to start it, and if God led you to it, then baby, it ain't. Because Raven, she's a real to the point. She said, it's a lot of information. I said, well, Spirit said they needed some information. So it's a lot of information. So they going to get all the information. So you go to truespirituality.com to get all the information. All right?
Well,
All right.
Celeste know what type of descendant they use.
What happened?
She said, I'm so careful and hard headed. My folks know they got to tell me what they want multiple times and 2 to 3 ways. And that's what they finna eat over and over till we all sick of it.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, you know. All right. JJ says, see, this is why I asked Auntie 5011 questions, because I don't know and I'm not to be messing with stuff. Listen, it's better safe than sorry sometime. Okay.
It's always safe to sorry.
Okay. All right. I know that's right. All right. Will the spiritual development mentorship be available later on if we are not ready yet? We will see what Spirit says. We run this by what Spirit says. When these 9 months are over, we'll see what happens next. We will see what happens next. Yes, LaShawn, there is a link in the Patreon. There was a post on it. I will also put here truthspirituality.com. That is the website where the mentorship lives, classes lives, pretty much anything we do together, so it's not confusing. It's on truthspirituality.com. All right? Everything pretty much you need relating to stuff be on truthspirituality.com. But if you want to book Raven for a personal reading, that's on spiritsoftruth.com. She ain't over on my stuff. That's her personal, right? But classes we do together, programs we do together, my Patreon is on there. Whatever classes I'm doing, it's on truthspirituality.com. That's the easy way for y'all to go to one place to find what you're looking for. But if you like, listen, I needs to talk to Raven directly because she was talking to my soul and my spirit said, I got to book a reading with her directly. First, I'm going to tell you, be ready and don't come with no foolishness. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I had the best and worst reading of my life from Raven the first time she read me. I packed up my bags and I was ready to go home somewhere because I said, who are
doing
you?
All that crying.
Crying and carrying on. I said, why y'all talking to me like this? Who are you? Who? What? Baby. Anywho.
It's the advanced spirits over here. It's the spirits that are truly for your greatness and for you to fulfill destiny. So it ain't all that what you comfortable with. They telling you exactly what you need to know, exactly what you need to be doing, exactly what you should have been stopped doing, and they ain't here to comfort you.
Ebony, you're going to pray over that Bible. You can put a little holy oil on it if you want to. You write your name in the front, like your grandmama did. This was presented to so on this date. That's how you do it. And you consecrate to yourself and you pray to God, saying to God what you need this for and what you need God to do through this Bible for you. Bring me the wisdom, bring me the knowledge. Let me hear your voice every time I open this Bible. All right? That's what you do.
Heck yeah. I learned through veneration how my folks roll up. They be straightforward and always got something smart to say. Girl, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go up and see if I missed any questions. This was good, y'all. We have enjoyed y'all. We have enjoyed y'all. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think we answered all these. Understand who your spirit guide is. We talked about that. Veneration, building confidence in your spirituality. These are all the topics. I'm going to remember these topics. So maybe doing some lives on them a little later. All right, y'all got anything else to say? Anything else to add? Anything else to ask? Because otherwise, we're going to let you go in grace and be safe and be safe in the storm. Maybe. All right. Good. All right. I'm going to say a little closing prayer. God, we thank you. We honor you for the time tonight. We honor you for allowing us to come here and to hear your voice and to understand what it is that we can know about you, about ourselves, and about those who come before us. God, I pray for wisdom for everyone on this live, everybody under the sound of my voice, that they would find you. They would find your wisdom, your truth, your timing, your understanding, to find their place in their destiny and to hear only from the ones that you have destined for them. God, I pray that you would just bring your love, grace, and support for safety for all of those that are under the umbrella of the upcoming storm. You are capable. You are able. I ask that you would keep all safe according to your will, that you would wrap these families up in your love, every mother, every father, every grandparent, every child, every single person that is trusting you. God, I ask everybody that is trusting you to find you to be trustworthy. We know there's no other way to find you. We ask that as we depart this place in this space, but never your presence, that you would keep the fire burning in us to pursue the good destiny that we can have in store if we are willing to work for it. We thank you for all of these things. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Love y'all. Until next time.
Bye, y'all.